You are watching William Patterson University Television.
Welcome back to the desk. After a long break from the William Patterson Rec Center, there's a lot of topics to discuss around Pioneer basketball. And we have Joe, Danny, Anthony, and Samory here to dissect things on the hardwood. Fellas, the hearty action, the Pioneer women were on the hardwood on Wednesday against NJCU. They got the W. Samory, what did you see from that game?
It was a good thing that the Pioneers got a win because, you know, they lost at Montclair last Tuesday. But Allison McBride, she had a big game. She was 7-9 from the field. She had 17 points, and she also added 9 rebounds. So she had an all-around good game, and she was able to do a lot of things to help the Pioneers win.
Anthony?
Yeah, we saw a lot of contributions for a lot of different players. Madison DeLude, 12 points. Alyssa Giordano, 11 points. McBride, as Samory said, 17 points. And Danica DeFrank had 10 points. A lot of different contributions from a lot of different players. You love to see that going forward.
Danny?
Well, Dante, as they say, teamwork makes the dream work. And I really like how the Pioneers played team basketball with 17 assists, really moving the ball around and making it easier to shoot some high percentage shots.
Joe?
Yeah, and you know, since we're taking a look at the stats here, I mean, they don't really tell the whole story because the first half we really dominated. We came out 44-30. They made it close in the second half, but I mean, things really pulled away when you know, McBride shot 77 from the field, and now we have a 10-game winning streak against NJCU. As you look at the numbers here, I mean, we shot better than them. We did get out-rebounded, and we had more turnovers, but somehow we were able to find a way to win. So I mean, that's the name of the game for the Pioneers.
And one big name for the Pioneers, rookie guard Madison DeLude, NJAC Rookie of the Week. Joe, talk to me about her. What was she able to do this past week?
I had brought this up on a previous episode of Sports Desk. Madison DeLude is someone to look out for. I mean, we needed a guard presence, someone to take over for Julie Rovito after she had graduated, and Madison DeLude has been as expected and more. I mean, she has a couple 20-plus scoring games, 10 rebounds a game, and also, I mean, she kept us close against Montclair State University. That game was a nail-biter to the very end, but somehow Madison DeLude was able to really carry the team, make it close.
Danny?
Well, Dante, I would agree with all what Joe said. I really feel like she's been like a catalyst for this offense, especially even though they lost against Fairleigh Dickinson in the middle of the week. She's been averaging 16 points per game, and the offense has been looking better.
Anthony?
Yeah. Well, you know, you see 32 points this week. As Joe said, that Montclair game, she was the only person to get double digits in both rebounds and points. 26 points that game. Very good for DeLude. And you love to see it going forward, considering that she can really help the team out.
It seems like DeLude's just a triple threat because, you know, she can score, she can rebound, and she can assist. And since she's been implemented into the starting lineup, it's just been a boost for the Pioneers, I think. It feels like she brings a different kind of energy to the Pioneers, and that's always good to see.
Absolutely. Samory, we're going to keep it with you, but we're going to flip courts to the men's team. They got their work cut out for them. It's going to be, you know, NJAC conference season. A lot of big games on the schedule. What game are you most looking forward to?
Well, it's a game that they already had, but they're just switching arenas when they play. It's Montclair University, you know. It's our biggest rival. It's really our biggest rival. And the game that they had the first time they played, which was last Tuesday, it was a wild one. You know, they lost on a buzzer-beating, heartbreaking shot. And I know their morale, they're going to be amped up for this game. And I know they want Montclair again.
Danny?
Well, I have to go with their home matchup against Stockton. I really think it's a pivotal matchup in terms of the NJAC race. Two high-powered, well-balanced teams, and I feel like it'll be for NJAC supremacy.
Well, when WPU travels to TCNJ in a few weeks, that's a big game I'm looking out for. Two very high-scoring teams. They're both averaging over 80 points a game. They score a lot of points, shoot a lot of threes. There's going to be no defense whatsoever. Expect the score to be racked up.
Joe, round us out here.
Folks, when we think about great rivalries, Yankees, Red Sox, Celtics, Lakers, William Patterson, and Ramapo of recent years. This Ramapo team has knocked us out of the playoffs back-to-back years. This year, they've been stumbling a little bit out of the gate. They're 0-2 in the NJAC. Now, this is going to be our big opportunity to go and fight the beast and take back what we started.
And William Patterson has their work cut out for them tomorrow at the Rec against Rutgers-Camden. Anthony, what do you see from that heavyweight matchup?
Well, Rutgers is a lot of defense-oriented team. William Patterson likes to shoot a lot. They like to score a lot. You see the points per game. Rutgers doesn't score as much as William Patterson, but like I said, you know, they play defense a lot better than William Patterson. So it's going to be fire against water. We're going to see what happens.
Well, the thing I'm looking for in this game is what the guards do with Dominion and Sean Smith. Because in the last game, Dominion had 24 points, and Sean Smith erupted with 11 three-pointers, and he scored 36 points. So I think they're going to be able to do it again, and it's going to be a very interesting matchup tomorrow.
Danny?
Well, I agree with Samory. I'm looking for Smith and Mignon to eat up, and continue scoring buckets. I also would like to see them also facilitate, because they both got 5 assists last game. I'd like to see the others get involved.
Joe, round us out.
Looking at the NJAC right now, there are only 2 teams with a negative point differential. Rutgers-Camden is one of those teams. Outside of the fact that their backcourt puts up 19 a game each, other than that, they don't really have much going on. I think that we take this game in a relatively easy fashion.
Eyes will be glued to the rec center tomorrow. I'll be on the call for that. You'll be on the call for that.
And
Danny will be on the call for that.
Look at
We'll all
us.
be on the call
Look
for
at us.
that. As the buzzer sounds, we're going to stay in the student section, get our degrees with the NCAA football crew right after this. Keep it locked.